holding it down for the 239. You know what I mean?
You already know.
You know,
You know.
so he is a comedian, he's a writer, he's an entrepreneur, has a label, working with an artist named
So,
Dariel the Ghost, which is my boy as well. You know what I mean? Doing big things, always supporting and showing love in the area, man. So it's really great to have you on here. It's cool because I have to talk to you in a minute, man. So it's good to
yeah,
chop it up.
man. Yeah. Oh yeah, we go catch up.
You know what I'm saying? Good way to catch
Yeah.
up too, man, because you've always had some good insight and things to say, man. So it's really, really cool to come link up with you guys, man. So, what's the latest, man? What's good in the 239? How y'all been, man? Been good?
Boy, the floor first. I'll give the homie the floor first, Chico.
Nah, man. I'm back in the studio working with a new Latin artist. I just got back into the comedy scene. Just wrote a whole new set of material. Just got the bug. Plus, y'all know right now comedy's buzzing hard, man. It's buzzing
Oh,
hard. Like everywhere you look, like even people are going from one industry or from whatever they were doing into that scene. So I've already been on it for about 5-6 years now. And it took me a while to figure out kind of like there's a formula to this. So now that I'm in that zone, like I'm more focused, and it's 239. But yeah, let me tell y'all something, man. Like, and Lou know this, man. Like when it comes to the local comedy scene, it's totally different than the music scene. Totally different. Like, y'all think it's bad over there? Nah, y'all ain't seen nothing yet.
yeah.
For
See,
real.
I ain't even gonna
Mm.
lie to you. Comedy is it's. I ain't gonna lie. From the from the few people that I've met, and you're one of them that are comedians. After understanding and being that close to the craft, I have a whole new respect for comedy and the way it goes. It's cool when we joking with our boys,
Yeah.
but it's like
It's
this.
hard.
It's like a football player that plays catch football with his buddies, as opposed to like playing in front of 10,000 people. It's a whole nother thing because you don't know what you may get, but it's one of those things that's a craft that you build in
Well,
time.
think about this. Like, as far as like, let's say Southwest Florida, there's only one comedy club in Naples. There's only one in Fort Myers, and you know, it could be 10 comics trying to get on stage. It's so limited. It's so small. The opportunities you get, and as far as me, like, look, I ain't here to kiss ass or bend over for no opportunity. I ain't with that. That's why I would hit the road, go to Miami, go to Tampa. They got a way bigger scene. But locally, that's what like I started running into. Like, there's only one club in Fort Myers. You got 10 comics showing up on the weekend. There's only 2 spots. Some of those people, the things they would do,
They got the favors. They did the favors.
no, not even that. The things they were doing to get on stage.
Oh,
Mm.
Listen, Mr. Williams was not too far off.
Oh, they wore the
oh,
dress, huh?
okay.
They
Yeah, real favors. Real favors.
wore the dress.
Favor.
Oh,
All
okay,
right.
okay.
Like, yeah.
Yeah, I understand that.
But my first love, my first love is music, though, man. My first love is music, man, and that's why you always caught me at the shows and the showcases where the music and the artists were, because it's always my first love, man.
Dang, I would have
Yeah,
never known that, man. That's crazy.
yeah, man.
You
Yeah,
know,
yeah, yeah, yeah. I
that
love
makes so much
music, man.
sense. That
I
makes so much
love it,
sense.
man.
Right.
Back in the days, during the mixtape era, that's when I was running around, you know, recording mixtapes, going down to South Beach for Memorial Day, Labor Day, handing out CDs. You walk, up Ocean Drive. By the time you hit the end and you walking back, you're picking him up. On the way back, you're picking him up.
I can
But you
relate to that.
hoping, that whoever held on to it gives you an opportunity. But then, I'm too old for that shit now, man. I got kids, man. So, comedy just came across.
Right, but the crazy thing about comedy is that there's such a big lane as far as who you can relate to. It's just, once people lock in and find that thing that they do, that's kind of what it comes down to. It's like there's no who's better or any of that. It's just really what demographic do you reach to. There's so many people. Like Larry the Cable Guy, for example, is relating to a certain demographic. Um, I'm trying to think. Like say like
Yeah,
Aziz
cat
Ansari,
cat is a whole nother demographic,
whole nother
yeah, yeah.
demographic.
Yeah.
And the
But
thing
but
I
but
was
even within those demographics, there's subgenres, right? Because you have white comics, you have Larry the Cable Guy on one side, but
You
on
got
the
the
other side you
uh,
have I don't know, Pete Davidson, I guess. I don't know, somebody else. And then even within the black scene,
right,
you have huh?
the Matt Rifes.
There you go. Yeah, 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 yeah. So
yeah,
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 so even within that scene, right? But
yep.
then again, like as a comic trying to come up, like I gotta deal with the circumstances I'm in. I'm in Fort Myers.
mm, yeah.
Like
Right. You
is
got to think there's a
tough.
certain it's like there's a certain kind of comedy or a limitation of where you can go, not because of and it's not necessarily having anything to do with material. It just has to do with the demographic and where they're willing to
Yeah,
go with you.
yeah, yeah.
And
In the
it's a,
door. It's hard to get in that door.
yeah,
All
it's hard
that
to get
shit.
in that door. You
But
know,
it's like the one thing that even with y'all with the music, like it's hard to gauge where you're at in this area. Whereas you take what you're doing here, take it down the road. Oh, bro, you're killing it. Like people going
I
crazy.
went to Oklahoma and played like 3 shows, 4 shows in Oklahoma. Boy, that shit was fucking wild, bumping, boy,
That's
bumping.
what I'm saying. Like I've been to Minnesota, I've been to other places, and like here, like people like
Yeah, they don't know how
up
to
there.
appreciate what it is.
Yeah,
That
yeah, yeah.
yeah,
And but that goes to what Luke was saying, right? Because I'll come across an artist like him, and for me, I can appreciate that he's not another robot, another cog in the machine. So when I know he's in the building, oh, lituation, we go turn up. We go
yeah,
this gonna be different now.
no, that's how
right,
I try to keep it
right.
too. Exactly that exact same energy. That's why me
Yeah,
are very we brothers out here because we bring a different when we in the room and people know us. They know what's coming. They know something else is good because we ain't that artist. We ain't the typical like
yeah, yeah.
we have definitely different inspirations and like shit you wouldn't even believe. You could tell me what my inspirations are. I could guarantee you're wrong. Like you know what I'm saying. I'm like
Yeah,
on some different wild left and like actual like rock and classic actual music like inspirations on writing styles and shit like that. But whenever I perform my art, I get more of like heavy metal, like live and like more rough vocals and stuff like that. And so whenever people see it, they know shit's about to turn up. Just like Loot.
yeah,
Loot is a different artist. Just like with the main squeeze song, whenever he pulls that shit out of his pocket, whenever because people will get very energized to that Loot shows. But whenever he pulls out like something like main squeeze, boy, you don't even know what to do. You're just
yeah.
like, bro,
For
this guy just
real.
had us bopping. Now we singing along to this shit. This is our first time ever hearing this shit. Literally.
Thank you, man. That means a lot, dude.
Yeah. And that's
For
what I try.
real.
I almost am trying to do that with like easy hooks and shit like that. That just
Yeah.
resonates in your head a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Easily.
Right, right. Because you know what, man? The way I've looked at it, it's like this. You break it down to uh just making it about songwriting, It's like so what is a song? It's a song that's written, right? It's like when you don't look at it like a genre anymore, it just makes you look at it like an
Well,
open
like
sea
art,
of
you catch a
things.
feeling when you see a picture. You know what I'm saying? And like
Right.
the best songs that you like the most, you're listening and you're feeling a certain type of way. If it's good, bad, or anything in the middle. You know what I'm saying? And so that's as songwriters, our job is to make someone feel something, and
No, but
like that's
listen,
something
y'all.
that people don't. I'm not even gonna lie. Everyone's just it's a rat race right now to see who's got what and who's got this or that. But really, we've lost the touch and the feeling of the artist catching their heart on the track and then displaying it for the listener to just to interpret. You know what I'm saying?
No,
Yeah.
but
Positive.
no, but that's what it is. Listen, like I think with what y'all did, because I heard your Lost Boys, yo, like I was telling you, Highway, I rock with that. I rock with that. Loot already know that's my energy too. But with your album, right? But what I think that y'all catching, at least what I'm hearing, is that y'all understand that y'all doing this for the audience as well. Like this goes beyond just you in your room rapping, trying to hear yourself. Now you realize, hey, I gotta be able to take this in front of people and have them feel me. So,
Yeah.
that's where I think y'all transcend, and that's where I think your value is. Beyond just having the courage to do it and stay true to yourself and be different, but to also challenge yourself to go, not only do I know I'm different and I'm dope, now let me package it. So when I get in front of people, they go feel this. Because that's the point
Right.
of it. Let's be real. That's the point.
Right. Right. Because your content's in its rawest form. Like you just told me earlier in the chat. It's like I love the metaphor that you use. You said you gotta sometimes you gotta put the medicine in the candy, bro.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Not
Yeah.
everybody's gonna want to hear the straightforward, hard truths about life. That's why comedy's so genius.
Listen, life is already hitting us with that. Like all the struggles, all the conflicts. I mean, look at the way society is, even our community, the cost of living. Like, it's already hitting us. So, like for with comedy, right?
Right.
Like, and here's the thing, right? People go to a comedy club, think about this. They're there to laugh, they're there to have a good time. Now imagine you going through some shit and you got to get on stage, but give them that positive energy. Believe it or not, I've been there, and I get on stage, and it's crazy how it works, because as you're giving them that energy, believe it or not, you're giving it to yourself too. So once you're getting off the stage, like you could breathe. You know what I'm saying? Like this is your release right here. And these people, by giving you that energy back, it means so much more, right? Because y'all know how it is. You go home, you can't sleep.
Oh yeah, right?
You
No,
can't
if you ain't did the
sleep.
way you want it to, no, and that's why you gotta bring it all. Just bring it all. Just display your heart out there. And if, hey, at the end of the day, if they, because it's art anyway, there's gonna be people
Yeah.
not feeling you. There's gonna be people that are like, oh, that wasn't it. It's fine.
Exactly. And that
It's
shouldn't
fine.
stop you.
It's not about that. It's about the next person. And most of the time, I have 4 to 5, 6, 7, 8, depending on the show. I always have someone coming up and be like, bro, that one song that you fucking said, like something about the ocean and shit like that, that shit fucking hit me super hard. Cause I just remember being in the ocean and me doing that same shit that you were talking about type shit. But we Florida boys, and that's why I'm trying to fucking display, our
No, but
art,
check this
but
out.
also shit that y'all can relate to and like as a
Yeah.
listener and shit like that.
Right.
No,
And
but check this out.
Yeah.
Here's the other thing, right? Just to add on to what you were saying, like